Right, hello everyone, I'm just going to show you a quick instructional video on how to set up your keyring or set up a shape to cut out and possibly do some engraving on. So I'll go through it, you'll have to bear with me. There is a bit to this, but we'll just see how it goes. So in this case I'm just going to show you basically how to do the layout for say Year 7 keyring. So what I want to do is I want to click on my circle icon there on the side toolbar. I want to drag that over and I want to make a bit of an elliptical shape up in the corner there. As you can see over here, my layer is brown, it's cutting, it's got a speed of 3 millimeters per second and a power of 100. That's not exactly where I want it, so what I want to do now is just to zoom in on it. And there I am there. So if I click on that now, what I can see up here in the corner is one, its location, which is that pink X there, which is on this side here, and two, the size of my ellipse that I've created, with the X-axis being from that point to that point at 101, and the Y-axis being just over 45 millimeters from the top to the bottom. That's a bit big for keyring, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that to 50. I'm going to change the Y-axis to 25. Be sure that you don't click enter between each one. Get your mouse and place the cursor in each box. Once you're happy with that, press the enter key and there we are. So I know now that in the center there where the pink X is, really is at 25 and about 12.5. So I'm going to place that up in the corner now. So what I can do here is, knowing where the center of my ellipse is, I'm going to make the X-axis 25 and I'm going to make my Y-axis 12.5 and click enter. And then if I go to view all, I'll just go out and show this, it's up here in the corner. And if I go to view all, I can actually zoom in on it. So it's where I want it. So it now is exactly where I want to have it placed in the corner. You can see up here, that's where the laser will start to cut in the corner of our workspace in the laser cutter. So there I have it there. So what I want to do now is I've checked that layout. What I want to do now is I want to go insert a picture into here so I can actually do a bit of engraving on the plastic. So I go into File, Import. We've gone through this before. I'm going to choose a Scott's logo. I'm going to click Open. Now, if I go back here to View All, what you'll find is that there's my keyring up in the corner, and here is the picture that I've just imported. Way too big. However, I know that that pink X is the center of my picture. So what I need to do is place that pink X onto the center of my ellipse. But before I do that, I'm going to scale this down to fit into my keyring. So up here again, I know where the position is. I know it's positioned here where the pink X is. So that's my X and Y coordinates. And up here is the size of my particular picture. So what I'm going to do is actually resize that to fit into my keyring, and knowing the sizes of my keyring had a diameter of 50 and 25, I'm going to make that 22 just to see how it fits. And again, don't press enter, place your cursor into the box there and press 22 and then click enter. What I'm going to do now is place that pink X into the center here, and I know exactly where that center is because I've just placed it there before. X is 25 and Y is 12.5. Press enter and you can see over here it's placed in there. So if I go back to view all, there it is there. But I want to change my layer color. So at the moment I've selected that. I can tell that because it's highlighted in red. I'm going to change that to fluoro green. Then you'll see over here on the side it's changed that layer color. There's the speed and there's the power, and that's pretty much what I want. 100% speed, 100 millimeters per second on speed and 30% power. The last thing I want to do is cut a hole here for my keyring to go into. So again, I'll click on my toolbar over at the side here and I'll place it approximately where I think it's going to go, and I'll then select that and it'll tell me a few things. Right, so straight away I know that's my sizes up here. That's its position on the X and Y based on that pink X there, which is the center, and over here is the layer. I want to change that because I want to cut all the way through. I want to make that a hole. So I'm going to double click on that first of all. I'm going to change that power to 100, both minimum and maximum. I'm going to change the through power to 100%. I'm going to turn that second power off. I'm going to change the speed to about 3. Output is yes, everything else is good to go, and I'm going to click OK. What I'm also going to do is, while it is highlighted here, is I'm going to change the layer color to a blue. So now I've got brown indicating the ellipse, green indicating my logo in the center of my keyring, and blue indicating the hole. But it's not quite positioned correctly. I want to make that a pretty standard size. So again, up here, I'll change that to 2. I'll change that to 2. And again, we should have some idea where we want to place it based on where the center of our ellipse was. So what I'm going to do here is, I know that the y-axis should be 12.5. And I'm going to place that a bit more central. I'm going to place that at 47 instead of having it in a position where it was. And I'm going to click enter. So there we have it. All I have to do then is save that through save to U file on my USB stick and take it to the laser cutter and basically cut it out. That's on a single piece of acrylic, and I will do that very shortly when I get a chance to get up to the tech shed and just see how it turns out.